How to build a simple wooden warship, Part 1. In a few videos we will show you how you can build your own wooden warship. We will build a frigate from 3 mm or 1/8 inch plywood. This is the line drawing for the frigate that will be built. First, make a template out of cardboard. Take the correct measurements for the front of the ship. Make the template half as wide as the beam. After making the template, take a piece of thin plywood to use it as the deck of the ship. Set markings of the total beam and precisely in the middle, for the template. Put the template on the line in the middle and draw the correct lines. Flip it over to draw the same lines in the opposite way. You can do the same for the rear or draw a boxy shape. Draw the lines for the superstructure on the deck. We will cut that out too, so that we can use it to build the superstructure. Then we draw the lines for the bottom of the ship. As you can see, the plywood is not long enough for the whole length of the ship. Sometimes we have to use what we have and make it in 2 or even 3 pieces. As with the deck, we also draw a line precisely in the middle of the beam for the template. Again, use the cardboard template to draw the correct lines and flip it over to do the opposite side. Number the pieces. Now we cut the pieces out and we start with the bottom of the ship. Use a very sharp knife and be patient while cutting. You could also use a jigsaw, that is safer to use. We advise certain ages below 16 years old to ask their parents to use tools under their supervision. Be very careful while cutting. After the bottom pieces, also cut out the deck that we make out of one piece of plywood. Be very careful while cutting. Then cut out the deck that we will use for the superstructure. Mark on the deck, with the bottom plate on top, where one of the bulkheads will come. Also mark the bottom plate where the stern will go upward. And cut it. Measure the thickness of the bottom and the deck. Take this of the total desired height of the hull and draw the bulkheads on a piece of plywood. And then cut them out. Make holes in the bulkheads with a drill. The holes will ensure that water and air can go through the ship easily. Drill holes in the top and bottom of the bulkhead. You can also decide how a ship will sink by drilling the holes at one side or higher in other bulkheads. Take a plastic cup, that has to be attached upside down to the bottom of the ship, near the magazine. Drill a hole in the bottom, where you will place the plastic cup. Decide the draft of your ship and make sure that the plastic cup will be at least 1 centimeter under the total draft. The cup will hold air while the ship is floating in water, so that fire can burn a hole in it and let the water in. After marking where the cup will be attached to the bottom, use silicone sealant to attach the cup upside down over the hole. Use your finger to push the silicone sealant against the bottom and the cup, to make sure it is sealed and water can't get in. Then cut access holes into the deck, so that you can put stones in the ship as ballast. You will need ballast, so that the ship can sink. Connect the bottom pieces together and use glue that is waterproof. Then attach the bulkheads and use something to keep them upright. Here we use jars, but anything will do, as long as the glue can't attach to it. Wait for 1 day, so the glue can dry. Glue the deck and put weight on it afterwards, so the deck can attach to the bulkheads. Building this frigate will be continued in part 2.